You ever notice how life has this strange way of throwing you into rooms you didn't ask to be in? Doors close in your face. People walk away. Friends you thought were loyal suddenly vanish. Opportunities disappear. And for a moment you feel small and visible, like maybe you're not enough. You feel rejection like a heavy weight pressing down on your chest, whispering that you're not meant to be. Let me tell you something right now. Rejection is not the enemy. In fact, rejection is one of the greatest gifts God can give you. Yeah, you heard me right. Those no's, that sting, those slammed doors, those quiet silences that make your heart achy. That is the hand of God working in your favor. Because you see, God doesn't put you in rooms full of people just to make you comfortable. He puts you alone, He tests your resolve, and He sharpens you. Some of the most powerful men, the most influential voices you've ever known, they were alone first. Not because they were failures, but because God was preparing them. Preparing them for something bigger than the comfort of people's approval. There is discipline in solitude, wisdom in rejection, and strength in being pushed away. People reject you because they cannot see your vision. They cannot understand your grind. They cannot handle the fire that is growing inside you. You think people rejecting you is punishment. No, it's purification. It's God saying, I am preparing you for something the world isn't ready to handle yet. I am giving you the time to grow, to sharpen, to strengthen, to become untouchable. Every time someone says, you're not ready, every time someone walks away, every time you are left standing in silence, that is the universe whispering, your destiny is greater than the acceptance of those around you. Discipline is forged in rejection. Strength is born in isolation. And greatness is only achieved when you learn to stand alone. When you learn to thrive without applause, without validation, without approval. You see, people rejecting you is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of your potential. People reject you because deep down they feel the power within you. The power they cannot handle themselves. And that's a blessing. That's God giving you a chance to rise above. To rise higher than those who doubted you. To rise taller than the shoulders you thought you needed to stand on. Let me make this crystal clear: the path to greatness is never crowded. It's never comfortable. It's lonely and it's hard. People want to fit in. They want to follow the crowd. But you are destined for a path that others fear to walk. And that fear manifests in rejection. It manifests in isolation. It manifests in silence. And it manifests in doors closing that you didn't even know were doors. But here's the truth. God closes those doors for a reason. Because while everyone else is chasing approval, you are chasing purpose. While everyone else is seeking comfort, you are seeking greatness. While everyone else is distracted by noise, you are sharpening your focus. And that is why you are rejected. That is why you are left alone. That is why God has placed you in the quiet spaces where the fire inside you can burn stronger than the world around you. You ever wake up in the morning and feel the weight of the world on your shoulders? You look around and notice the people you counted on, the ones you thought had your back, they're gone. Doors that once seemed open are slammed in your face. Invitations you thought would come never arrive. And in that moment it feels personal. It feels like the universe has turned against you. It feels like rejection is permanent, like you are meant to be small, like the world just doesn't want you to succeed. But let me tell you something. That feeling, that sting, that silence, that emptiness, that's the beginning of your greatness. That is God's way of telling you, I am preparing you. People reject you because they cannot see what you are becoming. They cannot understand your vision because they're stuck in mediocrity. They cannot handle the fire that is burning inside you. And it's not about them, it's about you. Rejection is not a punishment. It's a purification, it's a divine filter. God is separating the noise from the signal. He is removing those who cannot elevate with you so that when the time comes, your path is clear, your focus undisturbed. The ones who walk away are not losing you. They are revealing themselves. And that is a blessing, you see. Discipline is forged in solitude. Strength is built in isolation. Wisdom grows when there is no applause, no validation, no external approval. Being alone is uncomfortable because it forces you to face yourself. It forces you to confront your weaknesses, your fears, your doubts. It forces you to become honest with yourself, to take responsibility for your life, and to cultivate an unshakable inner strength. Most people never get to this point because they are too busy seeking approval, too distracted by who likes them, too concerned with being seen instead of being great. God puts you alone to awaken something inside of you that cannot be awakened in a crowded room. He isolates you to ignite a fire that no one else can touch. He rejects the presence of people who will dilute your purpose, who will dim your light, who will distract you from the greatness that is already written in your destiny. And yes, it hurts. Yes, it's lonely. Yes, it feels unfair. But this is how leaders are made, how warriors are forged, how champions rise. You have to embrace the loneliness, not fight it. You have to learn to thrive without the noise, without the constant reassurance, without the hand-holding of those who cannot walk your path. Every rejection you experience is a lesson in disguise. Every door that closes is a redirection. Every time someone walks away, they are making space for the people who are meant to walk with you. And the truth is, most people will never walk with you. They will never rise to your level. They will never endure the grind, the sacrifice, the discipline required to reach heights most only dream about. That's not your problem, that's the test. And here's the key: you do not need everyone to approve of you. You do not need everyone to understand you. You only need God's plan, your vision, and your own relentless determination. Think about the people you admire most. The ones who changed the world, the ones who made an impact, the ones who refused to settle. They were rejected too. They were left out, overlooked, underestimated. They were told no, told they couldn't, told they were not enough. And what did they do? They turned that rejection into fuel. They turned the absence of people into presence of purpose. They turned the silence into clarity. And they built something so powerful, so enduring, so unstoppable that the world could no longer ignore them. When you are rejected, it is a test of character. It is a test of faith. It is a test of your commitment to the life you are destined to live. Because here's the truth: life will never hand you what you want without resistance. Life will never give you greatness without trials. And life will never allow you to achieve without rejection. The world is not designed to make you comfortable. It is designed to push you, challenge you, and sometimes to leave you standing alone so you can discover that your own strength is enough. And it is enough. More than enough. You have to understand this: being left alone is not a curse. It is a blessing. When you are alone, you are free to grow, free to focus, free to become the person you were meant to be without compromise. People who reject you cannot limit you. People who abandon you cannot define you. People who walk away are simply clearing the path so that your destiny is not crowded with mediocrity. And that path, that journey, that grind, it is sacred. It is God's plan. It is where you discover the power of your discipline, the depth of your resilience, and the magnitude of your vision. Discipline is not easy. Discipline is lonely. Discipline is waking up every morning, looking at the world and saying, I will not be moved. I will not be shaken. I will not be stopped by your doubt, your fear, your rejection. Discipline is showing up when no one is watching. Discipline is working harder when everyone else is resting. Discipline is believing in your potential when no one else does. And that is why you are alone. That is why rejection happens. That is why God blesses you with solitude. Because only in this space can greatness be nurtured. So the next time someone rejects you, the next time a door closes, the next time you feel abandoned, do not curse the moment. Do not resent the silence. Do not question your worth. Instead, recognize the truth. God is positioning you. He is shaping you. He is teaching you to stand alone, to fight alone, to rise alone. And when the world finally catches up, when the doors finally open, when the people who doubted you come back into your orbit, you will not only be ready, you will be unshakable, unstoppable, undeniable. The rejection you feel now, the loneliness you endure today, it is nothing compared to the power you are building inside. It is nothing compared to the greatness you are becoming. You are being prepared for more than anyone can imagine, more than anyone can see, more than anyone can understand. You are being molded into someone who does not need the validation of others, because you are already validated by your purpose, by your vision, by God Himself. So embrace the rejection. Embrace the solitude. Embrace the blessing of being left alone. Stand tall, work hard, refuse to be deterred, refuse to be distracted, refuse to be defined by the people who cannot see your light. Let their absence fuel your fire. Let their disbelief sharpen your focus. Let the loneliness remind you that you are walking a path few dare to tread. And when you rise, when you conquer, when you achieve, it will not just be victory. It will be divine proof that rejection was never a setback, that solitude was never a curse, that being alone was the greatest blessing of all. You are stronger than the people who leave you. You are wiser than the doors that close. You are greater than the doubts that surround you, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. Alone, disciplined, focused, and unstoppable. Let the world reject you. Let life test you. Let God refine you, because the person you are becoming is far too powerful to be held back by anyone else. And that, my friend, is why rejection is not failure. That, my friend, is why being alone is not weakness. That, my friend, is the blessing you've been waiting for all along. You think it's easy being rejected. You think it's easy being left alone. You think it's easy watching people you trusted turn their backs, watching opportunities slip through your fingers, watching doors slam in your face when all you want to do is move forward. No, it is not easy. It is painful. It is uncomfortable. It tests every fiber of your being. But that is exactly the point. God does not prepare champions in comfort zones. He does not mold leaders in easy circumstances. He does not bless the faint-hearted. He blesses the ones who endure, the ones who rise, the ones who refuse to quit when the world has turned against them. Every time you are rejected, you have a choice. You can curl up, drown in self-pity, and let the disappointment define you. Or you can rise. You can take that rejection, examine it, understand it, and turn it into fuel. You can let it ignite a fire inside of you that cannot be extinguished. You can let it remind you that your greatness is not dependent on people's approval. Your greatness is not dependent on doors opening. Your greatness is not dependent on comfort. Your greatness is already within you. And rejection is simply the tool God uses to make you see it. Let me tell you something about being alone. Being alone is not being lonely. Being alone is not being abandoned. Being alone is being given the space to grow into the person you are meant to be. It is being given the opportunity to sharpen your mind, strengthen your heart, and build a character that is unshakable. Most people never learn this. They are too busy chasing others' validation, too busy trying to fit in, too busy looking for someone to tell them they are enough. But God never intended for you to rely on anyone else's approval. He intended for you to become your own validation. He intended for you to become strong enough to stand alone. And in that strength, you will find freedom, purpose, and clarity like you've never known. Think about the people who inspire you most. The ones you admire. The ones who have changed the world. The ones who refuse to let anyone or anything stop them. Did they have it easy? No. Were they surrounded by constant support and applause? Were they coddled and comforted? Absolutely not. They were rejected. They were doubted. They were laughed at. They were abandoned. And in that crucible of rejection, they were forged into forces of nature. They were molded into people who refused to settle, who refused to compromise, who refused to let anyone else define their worth. And that, my friend, is exactly what is happening to you right now. God places obstacles in your path not to punish you, but to prepare you. He places rejection not to discourage you, but to strengthen you. He allows solitude not to isolate you, but to awaken a power inside of you that cannot be awakened in the noise of approval. You see, the world does not reward mediocrity. The world does not reward comfort. The world does not reward people who follow the crowd. The world rewards those who endure, those who persevere, those who rise when everyone else would fall. And if you are being rejected, if you are being left alone, it is because God is preparing you for something far greater than anything you have imagined. Let me tell you the truth about rejection. Rejection is clarity. It shows you who is truly in your corner and who is not. It reveals who will support you when it matters and who will vanish when things get tough. It exposes the people who are distractions and the people who are blessings. And when you understand this, rejection stops being painful. It stops being discouraging. It stops being a setback. It becomes a filter, a blessing, a guide. It becomes proof that God is separating the noise from the signal, so that you can focus on the people, the opportunities, and the paths that truly matter. You have to embrace the solitude. You have to welcome the rejection. You have to understand that being alone is not a curse, but a divine assignment. While others are looking for validation, you are building discipline. While others are chasing comfort, you are building resilience. While others are seeking approval, you are seeking excellence. And that excellence, that strength, that clarity will set you apart. It will elevate you. It will make you unstoppable. And when the doors finally open, when the opportunities finally arrive, when the people who truly matter finally recognize you, you will not just step through. You will dominate because you have been prepared in the silence, forged in the fire, and strengthened in rejection. Every great man, every great woman, every great leader you have ever admired has walked this path. They have felt the sting of rejection, the ache of loneliness, and the weight of isolation. But they did not let it break them. They let it build them. They let it mold them. They let it sharpen them. And that, my friend, is what you must do. You must let rejection fuel you. Let solitude teach you. Let God guide you, and let your inner strength define you. Because no one else can do it for you. No one else can carry your vision. No one else can live your purpose. This is your journey, and it requires you to rise above, to push through, and to become unstoppable. Do not fear being alone. Do not fear being rejected. Do not fear walking a path that is different from everyone else. Fear is the tool that keeps people small. Fear is the voice that whispers, "You are not enough." Fear is the chain that binds those who never reach their potential. But you, my friend, you are stronger than fear. You are stronger than doubt. You are stronger than rejection. You are stronger than anyone who tries to define your limits. You are the product of your discipline, your focus, your faith, and your resilience. And nothing in this world can take that away from you. So when you feel rejected, when you feel abandoned, when you feel alone, remember this: you are exactly where you are meant to be. You are exactly being molded for exactly what you are meant to do. You are exactly being trained for exactly the greatness that only you can achieve. People leaving your life is not a loss. Doors closing is not a failure. Solitude is not a punishment. It is a blessing. It is a gift. It is the crucible in which you are forged into someone who cannot be stopped, someone who cannot be ignored, someone who cannot be defeated. And when the world finally recognizes you, when the doubters finally see your greatness, when the doors finally open, it will not feel like revenge. It will feel like victory. It will feel like purpose fulfilled. It will feel like God saying, "You were prepared for this. You endured. You persevered. You rose above. And now the world is yours." That is the power of being rejected, the blessing of being alone, and the discipline of walking your path with courage, focus, and faith. Stand tall. Work hard. Trust the process. Trust God. Trust yourself. Let rejection shape you. Let solitude strengthen you. Let discipline define you. You are not small. You are not weak. You are not abandoned. You are powerful. You are resilient. You are unstoppable. And one day, when you look back on this time, when you see how far you have come, you will understand that being rejected, being alone, being disciplined, it was the greatest blessing of all.